Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these 4 men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Dtn are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Alpha and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And a combined weight of 603 pounds. Bubba Ray and Dtn, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Dtn have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. And a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces. I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster.
Incoming!
Oh, the knee takes a big hit.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Dtn can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further. Oh, he slips out of harm's way. Uh-oh.
And a counter by Alpha.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here. Oh, man. Jumping headbutt.
Getting clubbed by the axe handle. Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Dtn and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it'll take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Now clearing the announce desk. This isn't going to end well.
Lift off! You gotta be kidding me!
He's in a bit of agony now.
Might want to start setting up some tables before this match gets out of hand.
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground-and-pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Manages to fight out with a series of punches. Just a perfect mix of pure power and bad intentions.
Ooh. From the middle rope.
And Devon escapes danger.
Launch out to the outside.
Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you fall
To the sky!
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street.
What a headbutt! Look at...
Awful climbs. What's on his mind? Well, clubbing blow to the back.
He's heading back to the ring.
Caught in a bad spot. And gets out of trouble by fighting out of that one. Turns that back on Devon. Seeing both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common in most wrestlers' story, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan.
From the top!
He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray. We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
Has her opponent down.
Oh! Sliding back in under the ropes here. Oh! Just one right after the other can't be stopped.
Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver. That was a good shot, and it looks like Devon might be bleeding.
He could be starting to really struggle in this match.
Every aspect of this match is only going to get hard.
Watch out!
And the dive connects. Ooh! Thinking of going high risk here.
Sika getting from the top. Popped up. Into the Samoa drop. Setting up again. And Cutter hits the Bella Cutter. The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Duncanville.
Big slam. And we're witnessing two.
Popped up. Into the Samoa drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Heading to the outside now.
Oh,
Stop in the spot.
we know what's coming next.
Accolade. The accolade. It's up.
Slides out the back door and he is free.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme.
Popped up. That is a power-packed punch.
There it is! Reversal!
He's in a bad spot. Drives his opponent down with a Uranagi.
He's looking fairly drained.
They have tried their hardest to avoid damage, but I think the table might be coming into play sooner rather than later.
And now he gets back into the ring. Not a square shot, but the back end was ends that.
And a massive elbow elbow to follow.
Counter. He knew just what to do.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
No one ever taking flight all the way to the outside.
He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
They have tried their hopped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Will that close Dtn out? He wants this fight on the outside.
Looking to explore things ringside now.
Hopped up into the Bubba Cutter by Bubba Ray. That was the Dudley Boys showing.
Bubba Cutter. Did Bubba Ray clinch this?
Reverses the move into a DDT.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Sika one step ahead. He's headed to the top now.
Take him!
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
Place it up high here.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Hey, don't come over here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that'll stop him.
Stopped cold with a body block.
Oh, propelled into the table.
Oh, just nailing the double axe handle.
Trying to debilitate the capability to stand.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. Shoulder tackle. Headlock cinched in. Just tossed without regard. He's looking to take things from the top.
Look out below. From up top, right onto the target outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
Boom! And a big boot.
Oh, man. Everyone watching this is on pins and needles. What a match.
A battle for the...
Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Dtn and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.